Ready? Hey. Okay. Cool. I guess we could just like run the thing. I know nobody's joined us yet, but you know,
Are we live? It's not.
Yes.
Because usually it shows up in the top corner. It'll on the screen. It'll be in red. And it'll say live, and it's counting down the minutes. And I'm not seeing that.
Mine says the button says end broadcast. So
okay.
And go live just showed up right in the middle of the screen. So I think we're good. We're good. I'm gonna run the thing, and I know Kitty will be here any minute.
Okay.
I hope.
Texas Steampunk Connection coming to you live from various parts of Texas in our bunkers and airships and whatnot. I am Flavio as usual, and with me as always is Thax, the gentleman adventurer, and Jack from Steam Chest. And we have Master Blue Stocking. Say hello, guys.
Hey!
So once again, we are here to talk probably about steampunk, most likely, because that's what this is about. Thank you for listening to the Texas Steampunk Connection.
Good evening, everybody. You've reached the Texas Steampunk Connection. It is Tuesday night, and we're ready to roll. Rita and Lawrence are already online with us. You guys are awesome because I didn't give you any time to join ahead of time. So, wow, you're amazing.
They are.
It is tax day. The day when Americans hit the deadline for when they need to turn in their income taxes.
Yep.
Hopefully, you've done this months ago, and you've already got your refund, and it's probably already spent. I know mine is.
I turned mine in on Friday, uploaded it to our accountant's portal on Friday.
Well, okay.
Our accountant just automatically asks for an extension on ours whenever we submit. So,
and our third partner in crime has just joined us.
Kitty.
Hello, Kitty. Fair Treasures. And she said her mic was not working earlier. Is your mic on? Working? Oh no. Oh no.
Still can't hear you. And see, Rita did hers Friday too, so it's not just me.
Oh no, I'm sure it's most of America doing sweating bullets right now, trying to get it in by midnight.
I think because the last few years we kind of got used to having extensions automatically because of all of the
thing
catastrophes.
Let's see. Something to say. Oh, Jack is not here.
Yes.
He
for
is,
good reasons.
Yeah. He's got other business duties that he had to be pulled into tonight. But we get to have Kitty with Fair Treasures on. She will be miming for us tonight. I trust she will figure it out. We believe in you, Kitty.
You get this. They never work when you want them to work.
I know. Right? What have you been doing this week?
Me? Catching up on things that I have not watched. Oh, and she's gone.
She'll be back. Sometimes you have to leave the room to readjust, change mics, whatever it is. That's right. You constantly having to catch up, all because you're doing schoolwork and using your time to do things that are important rather than watch the boob tube.
It's not even just that though. It's easier to watch stuff that I've watched a million times before because it doesn't require any new thought processes. So yeah, but like when I'm at work now, I'm watching the old stuff because I have to have something on my second monitor, so I'm not staring at a spreadsheet all day. So I watch like X-Files or Star Trek or whatever. And when I come home, I'm watching the new stuff now. So trying to get back into current TV. So after I finish Picard, I'm going to start on Carnival Row and get through that. So, and then I'm finally going to watch Shadow and Bone. So since y'all keep talking about it, so
I won't talk about it today. Except Carnival Row's second season is way better than the first one.
Really?
The first one was good, but the second one was really good.
Oh, it's Amazon, right? So it's not dropping all at once. They're doing it.
Right.
Per
I
week.
mean, right now it's available.
Oh, is it all done? It's all out? Okay.
Well, it's all done.
Okay.
And I don't think there's going to be a season 3. They pretty
No.
well wrap it all up at the end of 2.
Okay.
Which is too bad because it was pretty good.
Yeah, the pandemic caused a lot of issues with a lot of stuff because it was a problem. So, I mean, Picard, they did seasons 2 and 3 at the same time. They shot them back to back to get them out. So, and that's it. Season 3 was the final season for that too. So, some of these shows are just really expensive too. I mean, can you imagine how expensive Carnival Row is to make? It can't be cheap. So,
yeah, I have no idea, but they did a good job.
They pour a lot of money into it. Not enough people are watching it. They're not going to keep making it.
It's funny. I got used to it. It's pretty gory. It's a pretty gory show.
Yeah.
And so recently I watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
I still haven't watched that either. Okay.
And
I heard it was good.
Night scene and like people getting clobbered, and I was like, I want to see heads exploding. Why are their heads not exploding?
Not in a Marvel movie.
This is so tame.
Nope, not in a Marvel movie. Now DC, you're going to get some of that with DC's properties, especially the DC on HBO.
Oh, I bet.
Gnarly. Just Titans. It's excellent, but it is really, really violent, really gory. Yeah, but it's a great show. It's Robin as an adult, and he's just very bitter and angry. So it's really good. But yeah, I still have to watch Wakanda Forever too. Like I said, there's a lot of things that are just kind of waiting for me to.
I wasn't going to talk about it on this show, but I didn't think it was very good.
Really?
Yeah. Erica was really looking forward to seeing it. We sat through it. It's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And,
is it because he was gone? He's not because we.
No, I mean, he was a great actor, and I miss him. It was sort of a tribute to him.
Yeah.
The whole movie was, and his character T'Challa, who's gone.
Yeah.
And they did a good job on that, but it was just a lot of talking, a lot of not a lot of action, not a lot of development of the new villain, which that is the big thing when you've already established all your heroes. Now you've got to really bring in the villain, and there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of meaty plots and character.
Yeah.
And they didn't do any of that. It was poor. It was generally poor. They could have cut out an hour of that movie and lost nothing.
Yeah, Marvel's their stuff has been hit or miss. When it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, it's just okay.
Say something though.
All right, how's it going? Yes. I had to switch to my phone because my computer just decided, oh no, none of the mics are going to work now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's always something.
Here.
Glad you're here.
Thank you. What have I missed?
I was moaning about movies.
TV and movies. Carnival Row.
I'm on episode 9. I'm in the middle of episode 9.
The first or second season?
Second season.
Okay.
So I've not finished it yet.
I've been saying second season is better written than first season by a lot. Would you say that that's true? Without spoiling anything?
Well, okay. So there have been at least a month since I watched episode 7. And before that. So I'm a little bit lost. But as far as like the storytelling goes, I am loving it. Yes. I'm very hesitant to say, oh yes, this is definitely much better than season 1, but going very good so far.
Okay. I will finish Picard and I will move on to Carnival Row. Like I said, I had started rewatching Carnival Row, but I got distracted. So that will be my homework. I promise I will have a full book report for the next episode.
While you were gone, I promised Blue Stocking that we would not talk about Carnival Row, and then I immediately started talking about.
No, it doesn't bother me. I mean, honestly, spoilers have never been a problem for me. I'm the kind of person that will look up and read the summary on Wikipedia, and it's, yeah.
No, my whole thing is that I don't do gore.
Oh, that's what we were. That was he was just saying that some Marvel movies haven't been gory enough for him.
After watching Carnival Row, it's sort of
a letdown.
It's a lot, but then you see other fight scenes where people should be, gross, and there's nothing. And like, wait, I don't know. My brain.
On that note, go back and watch The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
All the time. Love it. Yeah.
See how much blood is in that?
None. Almost. No, there's none.
One scene, and it's dried blood.
Dried blood? Because he's a mummy?
I mean, you see his gooey body, but...
It's the tear in Jonathan's shirt from where they
flick off the... Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
there should
you're
be
right.
a lot more blood in that movie, and that's the only blood you see is dried on his shirt.
And I think in the second movie, the only blood is when Evie gets stabbed, I think, when she stabs her. I think that's pretty much it, too. Yeah. No, I never thought about that before, but you're right. Yeah, those movies are relatively bloodless. Yeah. But they're
For the amount of violence that's there, it's like, there's a whole lot more blood.
All the exploding and the bodies getting sucked free of their organs.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good, though. The second one had the Zeppelin.
Shot me in the ass.
So good. Now I have to watch them again.
Well, with all this talk, I need a drink.
You need a drink?
All right.
I am.
That looked like water you were drinking. Tell me that.
Moscato.
Oh, sweet wine.
It's getting warm again, so it's time for the Moscato. Yep.
I've got a Moscato at my local Randall's. It was half off. It's probably terrible, but I don't usually go with sweet wines anyway, so I figured I had little to lose.
Did you like it?
You also have Moscato? Oh.
What is it?
There we go.
Simply Spiked. They
Spiked.
They make seltzer? Of course they do. Everybody does.
And it's peach mango. So I'm very happy. Yes.
Also, Lawrence, yes, the Mutant Chronicles, I know what you're talking about. I think I did watch that and it was really good, and then it got canceled, I think. Hang on.
So we all look it up.
Yeah, because I think it was
Chronicles 2008. Ron Perlman, John Malkovich.
Yeah, it was a game, and then it was like a movie. I remember this.
And then there's a 2022 Mutant Chronicles.
Oh, there's a new one? Wait, there's
that's a game. That's not a movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know the show because it was really good. Because there was Mutant Chronicles, and there was also a show, Heavy Metal, was made into an actual series for a while, and that was wild, and it was the same kind of stuff.
And Thomas Jane is in it. I love Thomas Jane.
I know, right? He's so good. Yeah, there was a lot of really good people in it.
Yeah, I'll add this to my list, man. Cool.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but yeah, I mean, it's Ron Perlman. How can you? I will watch him in anything. He's good at everything. So yes, right. I have seen it.
I have not seen it. Thank you, Lawrence. I'm gonna check it out.
I just looked it up and I saw the little audience review of 4 stars, and not too bad for a straight to DVD movie.
I mean, like a lot of the stuff that Ron Perlman does, it went straight to DVD, but that's okay. It's okay.
That's kind of weird. I mean, I think of Ron Perlman as being like an A-list actor.
He does a lot of weird stuff. If you look up his filmography sometime, I mean, he was Hellboy and stuff like that, but yeah, he does some really weird, because don't forget, he was also in Highlander, the TV series. He does,
Really?
Yes, he was one of them, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he does a lot of weird little tiny things. You never know where he is going to pop up next. His filmography is insane. It's so long. Yeah. And I mean, he was in City of Lost Children in the 90s, and that wasn't exactly a blockbuster hit. So,
I think of that as being, an awesome
it is so good.
art film
It is
kind of thing.
It is excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites. Yeah. Yep. Bax, what are you drinking?
I'm pulling out another peanut butter and jelly squeeze sour beer. I've brought this before, but they're still in my fridge. And I've got a number of new beers lined up, but they're all like high gravity beers like Lawrence drinks. And I'm just not feeling that tonight. Need something a little lighter, a little more refreshing. So I'm going with my peanut butter jelly, mostly jelly.
Wait, it's a sour peanut butter? Wow. That's really...
Are you sure that's not the blood of your enemies?
My enemies are filled with Concord grape jam.
Apparently.
I like this. I don't get the peanut butter, but
I was going to say, I don't get the peanut butter in a sour beer.
Sour jelly beer. That's good. Drinking a limoncello LaCroix. It's kind of a tart drink too, I think. So, cheers to you all.
And cheers to Jack. Pour one out for our buddy.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us, though, Kitty. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. And I'm glad that at least I had a backup plan.
Yes, we appreciate that too. Because it would just be me and Thack staring at each other as he looks at me and gives me that hairy eyeball because I didn't do my homework again. So.
Homework is overrated. It's fine.
Now, this is you've been working Sherwood Forest for what, 2 months now?
How long does that festival go on?
8 weekends.
Oh, but
that I am now halfway through my spring festival season because Scarborough just started.
I was gonna say, are you doing Scarborough as well?
Yes.
You're doing both.
Yes.
Are you sending some? Okay, but you're not like you haven't found a way to be at both at the same time. Okay.
It is chaos. It is absolute chaos.
Oh, no.
And thankfully, Jenny and Ryan Shaver were actually running my shop last weekend at Sherwood. So they absolutely saved my bacon. Because we had a lot of chaos happen. And yeah, they did fabulous.
Oh,
that's good to hear.
I will be back at Sherwood while Mitchell runs the shop at Scarborough this weekend.
Damn. You are
so, but since he's at one shop and you at the other, are you like competing for numbers?
Oh no.
Gonna see who can sell the most.
It's more of how hot are you right now? How high is the humidity? Who's dealing with worse temperatures?
Who is wilting right now in their very heavy costume?
Yes.
But after Scarborough, you settle down, right?
We bring everything that we have left home, and I get to go into, okay, is my body still cooperating, and can I do inventory?
And then when does it start up again? Like
so then, well, I'm looking at doing an event in June, which is a pirate-themed witches ball up here in DFW.
Where?
It's going to be at the Lux Hotel in Arlington.
Okay.
It is June 20th. I have a tab open with this.
What is this magical event, and why do I not know about it?
Oh, it's I think it's called Conclave of the Kraken. It's happening on June 24th at the Lux Hotel and Spa. And I have not submitted a vendor application yet, mainly because I don't know if I'm going to be able to vend at this because I'm going to be exhausted, but I have the tab open to apply for it.
Conclave of the Kraken? Okay, my Google is being weird right now.
I have too many tabs open. I just have the vendor application open.
Because
see.
that sounds...
Look for the Witch's Ball
Yes.
on Facebook,
Oh, on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
or txwitchesball.com.
Because we're all tippy tapping away.
Yes, there we go.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, that sounds really exciting.
So either I will try to vend at it or I will just go and attend and play at it. I don't know which.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to have to do some more reading about that because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, the group that runs this, so they have done at least 3 witches balls now in Arlington.
Okay.
Or a couple of them were in Arlington. One of them was in Dallas. I think the one that happened in December was in Dallas.
Okay.
And every event that they hold, it has a different theme. So.
So they're always witches, not always pirates.
Right.
This you get the double deuce. Or something. I don't know what I'm saying.
Ooh, this sounds like fun. Ooh, and if you get registered, you get a witch's ball stein.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Kitty.
You're welcome.
That's Ballstein.
Yay!
That sounds cool, especially because it's indoors.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's at night, so I think I need a new outfit.
So I know at at least one of the previous ones, they did have fire spinners as an outside entertainment. I'm pretty sure Marquis of Vaudeville performed at one of them.
Really?
They've had burlesque performers. I missed the last 2 events, so I don't know what all happened. But they've got, of course, tarot card readers. I don't remember what all. But yes, it was a lot of fun when I went to the first one.
Okay. Cool. Well, hopefully I will see you there.
That's cool. I'll add that to our calendar. I'm not saying I'm going, but that is cool.
Yeah.
And Sherwood is next weekend is the last one, right?
Yes. Yes, it is. Coming up on the 8th and final weekend.
When does Scarborough end? May?
On Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Okay.
Yeah. So Scarborough ends on a Monday.
Wait. Oh, yeah. They usually do that, though, don't they? They usually have. Yeah.
It threw me off so badly when I started doing Scarborough. And it's like, wait, our 3-day weekend is a Monday? Not a Friday? Yeah. What is this?
I swear the dates changed because I remember going when I was a senior in high school and I went after graduation. So it was in June that I went. So I think they shifted back some because when I was younger, it was like end of May, I think, end of June. Because it, like I said, it was after graduation, and so I had all the money that people had sent me as graduation presents. And because it had been a really bad, my parents had gotten divorced. It was a really wild year, so my mom was like, "Just take all the money and go to." She's because I think I made like $500 off my graduation.
Oh wow!
Yeah, just people sending me money. Yeah, it was great. I wish people would do that for college graduations. But yeah, my mom just let me take this fistful of cash and go out to Scarborough, and I came home with so much stuff. It was awesome. It was great. I had like this leather waist cincher, and yeah, that lost that years ago. But yeah, so yeah, when you have a nice little stack of cash that you can take out there, it's awesome. But I haven't been out there. I haven't been out there in 20 years. Yeah, it's been a long time. So.
Well, I mean, with it being a festival that's been running for over 40 years, like date shifts happen.
It's been out there for a long time, but I don't know. Maybe we'll try to get out there because you're going to be out there now that Sherwood's over. You're going to be out there every weekend after that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
try to find some time to go out there, maybe.
Yeah, and of course I regularly have people who are coming by saying hi and being like, "Hey, what's cool to see this season?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm stuck in the booth."
I never leave.
Yeah.
Aw. Kitty Lawrence wants to know which one's bigger, Scarborough or Sherwood?
So what I've been told is that square footage wise, they're about the same.
Okay.
However, there are a lot more shops at Scarborough.
I was like, Scarborough's. Isn't Scarborough, am I wrong in saying that's one of the older ones in the state, though? Like you said, Scarborough's been around since, I think, either before I was born or shortly after. It's been around
Yeah.
since the 70s, yeah.
Yeah,
But so
between
has TRF, so
Oh, has it?
TRF and Scarborough Fair have both been around for
very
Yeah.
long time.
longer than our generation.
But like the first Renaissance festival in the country was in California, wasn't it?
Yeah, it started up around the same time as the SCA started kicking off. That's when a lot of the,
Yeah.
because the SCA, I think, goes back to the 70s, too. Yeah, so it all started kicking off around the same time. Yeah, because we'd wear our SCA garb and go out to Scarborough back when I played.
Nice.
So, yeah, like I said, it was a dog's age ago. Yeah, see, I've never been to Texas Renaissance Festival or Sherwood. I didn't even know Sherwood existed. I'd never heard of that before. So, yeah,
Well, Sherwood is pretty new.
is it? Okay.
It started in 2010, so.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Oh, hey, Johnny. I was a pirate at the first year of Sherwood as a volunteer.
Aw.
It
Pirate
was
facts.
fun.
Is that
And
before you
that's
cleaned up and
the thing is-
became the gentleman adventurer?
Did I clean up? I don't know. It just I hadn't worked a fair before, and it takes. I mean, you're out there every weekend. Your entire social life is lost for the quarter because you're out there. First, you're practicing, and then you're performing, and they expect you to just doing the thing.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
you're giving up all of your weekends. I don't know how, Kitty, you keep sane, but I guess you have a lot of friends who hang out with you there.
My social life is the other vendors.
Right. Yeah.
And then like hopping on here occasionally.
So there's some adjustment. And after the first season, I was like, I wasn't a paid actor. I wasn't really getting anything out of it. I was just having the experience, and I've done that now.
Yeah. I mean,
Well-
I've never done that, but like I said, I was in the SCA, and yeah, it's the same thing. You're working, especially if you're the one putting on the event. If it's your group that's putting it on, then yeah, you are working from usually several days before the weekend all the way through, Sunday night just to get. Yeah, I hosted it because I volunteered to do one of the feasts at one of our events one time, and that was awful. I never wanted to do that again. That was horrible. So,
I love cooking for events. I didn't have to do an SCA event.
yeah.
More of a Nerf nerd.
This was primitive out in the woods camp
Ooh.
kitchen
Ooh.
for
I mean-
300 people.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Boy Scouts, and
Ugh.
I've never cooked for 300 people and primitive camping, but I think I could, with the team, I could have a good time. That would be fun, but like not every weekend.
Yeah,
Only once.
no. It was if it wasn't our event, then I would be like help because we all knew each other, so I would help other people at their events. And stuff. I didn't usually have a break when I went to one unless it was like out of state.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because we all knew each other. But I mean, I was like 22 years old in some camp kitchen cooking for all these people. But that's when I got my award, and I was lady. I got my ladyship out of that. So yeah, you have to earn the right to be called lady and lord in the
Oh, yeah.
SCA. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. That was wild times, man. Wild times.
Crazy thing is that I never really got involved with SCA whatsoever, even though it seems like it would be right up my alley. But I also
it's like any group, you know.
I had someone who was telling me that, oh no, you can't get involved in that.
I mean, it's like any subculture. It's going to have arguments and gripes and people, you know, clicks, but it's fun.
Oh no, I had a controlling X.
Oh. Okay, no, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
and then
I
I
get that.
became a Ren Fair vendor, so.
And now you're out there all the time.
Exactly.
Aw. I think you could well, I was going to say, I mean, you should, if you're interested in that, you might be able to vend at some SCA events. There's some big ones like Dallas has, it's the Steps, and they have, the Steps Artisan is every year, and it's huge. It's massive. So,
Okay.
you know, just an idea.
Yeah, I have my hands full as it is.
See, we need a society like that, but for steampunk. Or just start invading SCA events. It's a society for creative anachronism. I mean, come on. What's more anachronistic than that?
You know, for a game that calls themselves Anachronists, they sure are fussy about.
Oh, there are people
the
in that they will. Some of the people who are really into authentic, they will look at like the seams on your clothes to see if ooh, yeah.
Now, what I've heard is it highly, highly depends on what chapter you're a part of, because there are some that really don't give a crap if you are wearing tennis shoes, and then there are others that if you did not hand stitch that and you sewed it by a machine, you're out of there.
Oh yeah, no, it was wild because I played in Lawton, Oklahoma. You know, it was a transient population. It was all soldiers coming in and out, very low key. But like Dallas, wild. They get wild. The bigger cities, yes, you will run into some really gnarly people. Great people, very knowledgeable, but yeah, don't wear any polyester to an SCA event.
Oh yeah.
I'll judge you for wearing polyester no matter what event we're at.
Oh, my shirt's polyester, thank you very much, and it's very cute.
Polyester has its place.
Hey. Exactly. Wash and wear, baby.
Naturals are very, very expensive now.
They can be, yeah.
Like when you look at some of the silk dupioni, of course, is one of the most popular silks to work with because it's one of the lowest cost silks to actually acquire. I remember when I first started sewing and looking for fabrics, it was about $12 a yard for silk dupioni for a low cost option. And now it's like $24 a yard. So
damn.
Yeah.
Really?
They got expensive very quickly.
Yeah. Damn. No, I don't sew. That was never my jam.
I think I have one source that it might be like $18 a yard. But yeah, I don't normally work with that.
Well, no, I mean, you usually do. Yeah, I was gonna say, you usually do cottons, though, don't you? Cottons and lighter fabrics.
Cottons, linen blends. I would love to broach into some silks, but it's just, that's a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
Because even getting cottons at wholesale prices at this point can range from, $4 a yard to $10 a yard, depending on what it is. And that's for just plain cottons.
Did that change after the pandemic? Did the prices go up? Because I know supply chains and okay. Yeah.
On average, at least $1 a yard it went up, if not more.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yes. Some of my prices went from like $4.60 are now $6.20 per yard. Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, Lawrence or Rita, you're right. It was Steps Warlord was huge. It was a really big event. I went to that once and it was, that was crazy. Yeah. Drove down in a broke down pickup truck to go to that. I think there was a tornado warning that weekend too.
Of course.
We were in a tent in the middle of Dallas.
Oh God.
It was awesome. See,
Yeah, Rita, 99 cent a yard muslin is absolutely gone.
how much is muslin going for now?
It's
It's muslin.
$3, $4, $6 a yard, depending on where you get it from.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Good
I think the
Lord.
one that I'm working with is about $4.50 a yard, and that's before shipping. So after you take shipping into account, add at least another dollar per yard onto that, because I'm getting like 80 yards at a time. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I'm glad you're still going.
I'm trying.
You know.
Life is chaos.
I mean, yeah, you know, it can be. Well, Dax, what's your homework?
Wow. I got a lot.
See, I knew that, which is why I didn't prepare anything.
I was going to talk about where I've been all weekend or last week. I took a cruise down to Mexico on a new cruise line out of Galveston. Not new, but new to Galveston. The Princess Cruise Line. We tried something new out. And yeah, scuttled around down in the Yucatan. That's the outfit. And bathed in a couple of cenotes and learned a couple of words in Mayan that I no longer remember, but it was good. It was really cool. And because we're coming up on the end of the spring season, you know, it was probably one of the last opportunities before you just cook down in the jungle there.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. Learned a few things. Yeah, I've been down to Progreso, which is where the cruise ship stops before, and taken the bus like through the little town of Progreso, and it's a rundown little industrial town. It's not attractive to look at, and from an American point of view, it's like the pores.
Oh, no.
I've traveled down there a lot more since that first time, and now I've got a different sort of perspective of what's just normal. But it is strange going through this town where there's, and I didn't really think about it until I came back here. We've got these huge highways and huge parking lots and huge, you know, single store buildings, big box stores. None of those are there.
Well, yeah.
The roads are, you know, just a few lanes, and most people are just walking, and the buildings are, you know, very small. There's very little space between them. They're all sort of packed in together. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just really different.
It's different, yeah.
Very different. What I didn't know is the main city, which is more inland, called is it Medea? Like the girl from Disney with the red hair.
Medea?
Yeah.
Merida.
Merida. Oh, Merida.
that is the name of the major city in Yucatan. And we're driving through the highway there, and it's an actual highway. And there's like, there's Walmart. There's Texas Roadhouse.
Wait, Texas Roadhouse?
All these, you know, it is much more American style, upscale. As the biggest town I've seen in you know, Central America that I've traveled. And I've traveled up and down Belize, which is my favorite destination. And I was like, wow, this thing is hidden in here, but it's huge. Which is really cool. Really cool. And yeah, it was just seeing a lot of new things in what is otherwise like the jungle. Which was a lot of fun. Yeah. And then when we came back, I went to here in Austin, an event called the Surreal Garden,
Yeah, I saw your
in
post about that. Yeah.
Zilker Botanical Gardens, and it is really cool. I found a site that's got some pictures, so let's see if I can show you. Click here and there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is that coming up?
Yeah, no, we can.
Yes.
It's not blowing up though.
No, it's
Okay.
not blowing up.
But it's so it's already in a botanical garden setting, and it's at night when they're usually closed. But they've got all of these like really cool fluorescent art pieces and fun stuff. It wasn't steampunk particularly, but it seemed very, a Victorian outing in a public park. So I dressed up.
So did y'all dress up?
Other people were there. They were more dressed up in the modern rave clothes that you might see.
Yeah, looking at the color scheme of this,
Yeah.
I would very much expect to see more rave wear.
Club kids, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a lot of that. There was a live DJ, and a lot of movement in the art pieces, and obviously with all the people there having a great time. It was really cool. And it made me want to like come back home and make my own fake neon sign stuff. I don't think I could work with real neon, but I can do some moving things with LEDs. And yeah, it was really cool. Really, everything's better with blinky lights. I always say that. And this was definitely one of those things. And over here, this picture, this is cooler in the dark, but this is a Olmec head from Central America,
Nice.
only covered in fluorescent light.
Very cool.
Wow.
It looks beautiful. The whole thing is.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
Look, there's two people in top hats.
I was gonna say, yeah, it looks like somebody's kind of steampunky there.
I didn't see them. I wish I had. It went on for a few weekends, so I only went to the one. So I'm sure a lot of people traveled through and saw the cool things. Half of it was just seeing the costumes was so much fun, and what people could do with lights and clothes. Or not clothes, whatever.
Is it specific to that area, or is it like a touring type show?
That's a good question. I know all of these art installations were for sale.
Oh.
There was they were beyond reasonable prices for a working person like myself, but I don't know if they have other shows elsewhere, like across the state or something. Let me see if I can find out. Okay, here's the Facebook page. So they went through from the 13th to the 16th or 15th. Let's see.
It looks like it's specific to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It was a Zilker Botanical Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like it's specific to that. To Austin, yeah.
Ion Art, I guess, is the art studio that sort of made the fabrications, and they're here in Austin too. They may have other events that aren't the Surreal Garden, but they're probably also cool. I'll have to keep an eye on that and see if there's something more to check out in the future. It was really, really neat.
Very cool.
and it didn't hurt that that I got all lit beforehand. I mean,
That always helps. No, that's beautiful. That really is.
it
Yeah.
really was. It was really something. And another thing that I haven't been to, but I saw somebody else posted. There's a new steampunk neighborhood bar pub over in Leander called the Rabbit Hole.
Okay.
Ooh.
It sounded pretty cool. I just started looking that up after the Steampunk Explorer out in what is that? It's California. It was on their weekly report.
Huh.
And somebody in the neighborhood said, "Yeah, check this out." So let's see. Can I go over to the Surreal Garden? No. Let me see. Already done that. Share this. So, no. Someday I'm going to figure this out. Rabbit hole. All right. And this is
Ooh.
a pub that's just opened up. Okay. But there were pictures that were more steampunk. They had this whole wall hammered copper
Wow.
bar
Nice.
there. Industrial looking.
Yeah.
No, I guess they have not posted it on their website, but or on their Facebook page. Let's see if no. It's like I've looked here already. There wasn't there. It's worth checking out. I think we're gonna need to make a little
Field trip.
over to Leander. It's just, I know Jack says, he's from West Texas, and if you wanted to get anywhere, you have to drive forever. So he's used to it. But just to go to a little pub for a beer, I don't want to drive an hour.
No, I mean it's cool, but no, that's
I will because we got to support our steampunks.
yes. Yes.
Yeah, you were just saying how you wished we had a SCA like group of steampunks that were committed to such a thing.
Weekend recreations. That's
Yeah.
I mean that's a big undertaking though. The SCA. I don't know how they managed to do it. That's
They're much more committed to that hobby than I think a lot of steampunks are.
yeah, and they also, I mean, they took the time to sit down and create all of these baronies and kingdoms and cantons and shires. I'm like, I cannot see a group of steampunks sitting down and doing that. It's just would be like herding cats.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely like herding cats.
Yeah, the amount of coordination, I just nah. But I mean, that's
a
fun.
Small group of people who would like to get that level of commitment, I would be so for it. Kitty used to live down here when we had monthly steampunk meetups, and
Yep.
we had, a few dozen people to, up to 50, I think, who would show up for a meetup at a restaurant, and it was an awesome time.
It really was. I miss those meetups.
I do too. I don't. It's like catching lightning in a bottle. It's impossible. You can't recreate that once it's gone. So it's a trick. It's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, it would be an amount of dedication, like you said, to setting that up and keeping it going, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be a matter of seeing who would be interested in, putting that into it. But
I mean, the real thing about all of that is finding a person who is willing to be the organizer, because it really does take that one person to be that central role of making sure everything comes together, that they are doing the reservations, they are doing all of these things to make sure all of it comes together to make that happen. And if you don't have someone who's good at doing that, it
You need
doesn't
someone
work
who
out.
can keep everybody else in line. And
But they
you
also
know.
have to have that leadership quality, that level of charisma, that people are willing to follow them and
Yeah.
go to the big event that they've now put together. I'm not that person, but I tried to, maintain those events for a while, and people just lost interest. I could not keep their attention.
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it. You know.
I definitely have had a few people over the years asking me, it's like, hey, can you be my organizer for blah, blah, blah? And I go, no. Because it's
Nope.
not me.
No, it's not. It's not me either. I will do the work underneath whoever's, because
Right.
I mean, there's also, for years, TWU hosted, our library hosted the regional library conference, and I was not, I worked underneath the organizers and helped, but I was not gonna, because somebody was like, well, do you want to, now that you're full-time staff, do you want to volunteer? I'm like, no, no, nope.
I feel like I can help coordinate. I've got a role I can play, but I'm not the promoter that other people have been able to be.
Like Johnny?
Like Johnny, like Professor Argo, like Sam Tyler. We've talked about some of them in the past, and those were our hardcore drivers of the club.
Yep.
For a long time.
Yeah, I'll volunteer, and but I can't. Yeah, my husband's being a smartass.
Skilled organizer or steampunk fanatic, you must pick one. Yeah.
I can't even organize my own life. There's no way. Because once the PhD is done, it'll be something else that'll take my attention, and then I'll, won't have time to do anything else. So,
It's how it goes.
Exactly, Rita. Exactly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's just, like I said, if somebody else wants to take the reins, I will gladly help. Tell me what to do. I work better that way. When you tell me, if I have to be the one to decide, it's not going to work.
That's why I like doing kitchen staff work. Like there are certain boundaries and limits to what I'm responsible for, and within that, I know that this needs to be made, this needs to be prepped, and all the tasks are clear. With organizing event and promoting the event, it's tricky, very tricky.
Yep. Because even when I did that feast at that one event that we had, I wasn't in charge of the whole event. I just was in charge of this portion of it, and I had people with more experience helping me with all of it. But the whole event, no, absolutely not. Because if it goes well, then hey, great. But if it doesn't, no one's ever going to forget.
Yeah,
that you didn't do good. So,
and you really have to put your neck out in
Yes.
that role. Like Johnny Steverson, he was, I'm sure, just pulling his hair out before the event because he didn't know. You don't know until it happens. Is anybody even going to show up to this thing? Is it going to flop? Am I going to lose my shirt? So we're so lucky to have people like him who are willing to take the big risk. And
I think it also helps though it's harder if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of connections. If like organizing if you've got the connections, if you're like someone like me even I guess I have some, but if you don't have connections to certain things, it's going to be that much harder. But if you've got an in this place and an in that place, and you can all work together, and but if you're just starting from scratch and you're trying to build it up, it's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
And so,
Mhm.
but no, I mean, Johnny keeps, doing the Galveston steampunk, and get a couple other things going. I don't know.
Yeah,
Got-
he's he's got the skills. He's it's his career, I guess, right? He's a
I mean, for the first year, it went really well. So
yeah.
just need to get some clothing vendors out there.
Anything, but
That was not targeted, I promise.
Sure.
It was just noticeable absence.
Yeah, because I
That's
would
all.
have absolutely loved to try to do an event like that. It's just that my entire spring is dedicated to Ren Fair.
No, you've got plenty going on. You have plenty going on. Yeah.
Especially when it's like 3 weekends of doing 2 events at the exact same time.
Girl.
yeah, that
All the Xanax in the world couldn't get me through that. Nope.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is that there are always curveballs, and so I had a few people that I was supposed to contact last week, and I just let all of that go because I had fires to put out, and even then, it was a little bit of let me just sit back and watch it all burn.
Sometimes you have to. I mean, sometimes you don't need choice.
Yeah, because I mean, it always happens. There are things that are just full on outside of your control, and you do what you can, and that's all you can do.
Yeah. Just let it go. It'll sort itself out eventually.
Yep.
So, like the end of this show, I feel like spring is coming quickly to an end. Sherwood Forest is ending, and we're getting into a hotter period of the year. I don't know how Scarborough Fair manages it because they're really getting into hot weather. And for me, it's time to stay indoors and look for craft projects to work on so that I can look better this fall than I did last year.
You were very dapper.
Oh, thank you. I have still not adorned myself with the taco suit that is complete now. I just
the what?
The taco
Could you
suit?
elaborate, please?
There has to be elaboration on this.
Back in October, I talked about the costume I wished I could make.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
these taco costumes chopped up and turned into a cutaway coat and a taco waistcoat. And I've made those things now, but they are polyester and foam and warm, and now I'm just waiting for the day I can
Steampunk November?
wear the. I wanted to this year, but I was so struggling. There's only so much fabric in one of those costumes, and I order one, and it wasn't enough, and I have to order another one. And
my God!
I did not get it together in time, but it's done now. It's done.
I cannot wait to see this. I need to see it. Oh my God.
But now it's summertime, so it's time to make new stuff. Rita has been working on dyeing turkey feathers. She's been posting it on her Facebook feed, and they look really cool.
They look awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of dyes to use, but they are coming out really good. So congratulations, Rita. Little Bo Peep should be finished by Steampunk November. That's not for the turkey feathers, though, right? I don't know.
Now I have to wear something new for Steampunk November, so thanks. I have to stand next to you in a taco suit.
Really, I feel like you kind of outshine both Jack and myself up now. We're trying to catch up with you.
Yeah, but now I've worn everything that I have.
Just means you got to come get something new from me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I need new stuff. I mean, the
What a
corset's still fine.
fantastic segue for me to bring up our Texas Steampunk Connection supporters, who we need to thank for keeping the lights on here. For example, Fair Treasures has a selection of Texas-made female-presenting costumes and accessories for steampunk and Renaissance wear and one-of-a-kind imported jewelry, all made or managed by Kitty right here. And you can shop for her stuff at fairtreasures.com, fair with an E, or on Etsy, or one more week at Sherwood Forest Fair, or at Scarborough Fair.
Yep.
Through Memorial Day. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
And also, I do have this. There we go. Handy dandy little Texas steampunk necklace available on my website too.
Oh, that is so cute.
It is not at the festival. It is only on my website.
Okay. That's so cute.
That's what we call steampunk cred right there. We're also brought to you by J.R. Seeger's A School for the Great Game, a book in which an Edwardian teen, Elizabeth Bancroft, is resentful of her parents for sending her to a finishing school in India. The school is, in fact, the British India School for Spies, which teaches her the family business of espionage, martial arts, and Tibetan mystical arts. A School for the Great Game is the first in the Steampunk Garage series, available on Amazon. And they just came out with their second book in that series, so that's very interesting. And I haven't read it yet, but my short blip sounds really good. I think I should go listen. We also are brought to you by our patrons, Jenny and Ryan Shaver, who are helping Kitty in the booth at Sherwood right now.
Keeping her afloat.
Hello to them. And a generous grant from Rita and Lawrence Allen, who are listening to the show right now. Thank you guys for helping us out very much. All right. Well, it's after 9 now. Is there anything else you should add before I hand it over to Flavio to take us out?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you, Kitty.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you for being our guest. We really appreciate it. Oh, and by all means, check out Anxiety in the Archive, Blue Stocking's other podcast. She is working diligently on episode 3.
Nope, that's out.
Oh, snap.
I dropped that one on. That one's out. I dropped that on Sunday. So the next one will be 2 weeks.
So episode 3, super fresh, just out.
Very
Tell
fresh.
all your
Only 20
librarians.
minutes.
All right. Well, then I hand it over to Flavio and have a good night.
So, once again, thank you for listening. You can find us again on Facebook at Texas Steampunk Connection for any comments, questions, suggestions. If you know of something happening steampunk that's happening soon, we can put it on our calendar, on our Patreon, as well as the list of over 100 comics and graphic novels, steampunk and Weird West related.
You can also email us at texassteampunkconnection@gmail.com. And we're a streaming podcast, texassteampunkconnection.podbean.com.
And if you lose it on Facebook and you want to watch a rerun of this show at any point in time on YouTube, you can go find them on Steam Chest.
And although we've made many, many jokes about Twitter, you can look for us at TX Steam Connect 1 on Twitter.
I never use it. I never look at it. I don't know. I don't understand Twitter. Yeah, so once again, thank you very much. And until next time, mind your gauges.
Mind your gauges.